Overemployment is not the answer for Gen X in corporate America, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, do you even know what overemployment is? It was a newer term to me, but the simple definition is full-time corporate workers working more than one job. And what caught my eye as I read a business intelligence article this morning. The headline was, what was the headline? A Gen Xers plan to earn $800,000 this year across 6 remote jobs, hiring people to be him. And the article basically details how, I think it was a he, if I'm remembering correctly, he was anonymous so he didn't get caught, but basically applied for full-time remote work. He had some contract roles in there as well, and then hired people to do the actual work of the remote job. So he managed and tried to balance where he actually had to be on meetings and these other types of things. One, kudos to figuring out that that's a great way to beat the system, I guess. But man, you're still working really hard and you're still in the corporate environment, right? I think in this article, he was working 40 hours plus a week, had to pay a good portion to some of the folks to do that work. But man, it just seems more stressful to keep that charade up when there's a better way, right? You don't have to do this. This is what escaping corporate is. This is what fractional. This is what solo consulting, advisory, working with these small businesses is 100% focused on doing essentially the same thing. You can work with multiple clients because you're not tied up with all the BS of the full-time role, right? Unnecessary meetings, fire drills, all the things that he's got a team managing to do. You can do this solo, right? So this is why overemployment is not the solution. Again, I applaud the effort, and if you do 2 jobs, maybe you can manage that. Man, you still got to go through the process. If you read the article, he actually has 2 people that are looking for full-time roles, and they're getting harder to find. So my only point to you is if you're going to go down this process, just look at it from a fractional and a solo point where you're actually working with companies. If you want to employ teams to help you go find them, that may make sense. You'd have to look at the ROI to be able to do that. But my only point with all of this is there is a better solution to continuing to try to game the corporate system. And if this speaks to you and you're interested, I've got a free resource to help you think about your escape out of corporate, the different paths. We talk about, the 10 or 15 different ways you can monetize your corporate experience and how to think about getting started. Because the education's free, it doesn't hurt to see if this path makes sense for you, and especially if this article resonates and it's either you're doing it now or you're thinking about doing it, there's a better way for it. Find the link in my the bio. It's the top link for some free resources, and if you're still in corporate, go.